Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me, I'm feeling doubly happy today. I had a great day with the gang at Kent Machines open day yesterday, and I'm now on the very cusp of a long weekend with no work and some time with the family. In fact, the only thing standing between me and that Easter weekend, aside from a Zoom call tonight and some podcast recording on Saturday, is this show. So without further ado, let me post the question of the day, roll the intro, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Thursday, the 14th of April, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, it's a family affair as Kent Machines goes live. We're going to linger longer to look lovingly at some Liebherr loaders. Try saying that after a few pints. A Texan bridge falls in an epic overnight demolition, and we're checking out some of the most questionably shaped buildings in the world, just to send you into your Easter weekend with a smile on your face. We'll get to all of that in just a second, but first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to legendary actors Sir John Gielgud and Rod Steiger. Happy birthday also to country singer Loretta Lynn, actress Julie Christie, and baseball legend Pete Rose. I actually saw Pete Rose in the MGM Grand during the last ConExpo show in Las Vegas. I would have asked for his autograph, but he didn't ask for mine, so you know. Happy birthday also to Deep Purple and deeply unpopular guitarist Richie Blackmore, Full Monty actor Robert Carlyle, and to actor Adrian Brody. And many happy returns to them, one and all. While we're in celebratory mood, just a couple of quick notes. I want to say congratulations to Aaron Davis, the former Group Learning and Development Manager at Keltbray, who has joined Flannery Plant Hire as their new Head of Skills and Training. I know Aaron very well, and he will be a superb addition to the Flannery team. Congratulations also to a good friend of the show, Katie Kelleher, who has just been named among the UK construction sector's most influential women. That accolade is thoroughly deserved, so massive congratulations, Katie. Now, should we get this show on the road? Way back at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, on a show remarkably similar to this, I suggested that companies might use the unprecedented lockdown as an opportunity to step back, to take stock, and possibly to pivot. One demolition company did precisely that. Kent Demolition's Dave Paget has always wanted to diversify into the sale, hire, and lease of equipment. The fallout from the pandemic allowed him to pursue his dream, and now, in addition to Kent Demolition, Dave has now thrown open the doors to his new venture, Kent Machines. Yesterday marked the official opening of their new premises down in Rootham in Kent, and I went along to find out more. Hi, I'm Mark Anthony, and we're here today in Rootham for the opening of the brand new Kent Machines depot. Now, Kent Machines is actually an offshoot of Kent Demolition, and it marks a diversification for Kent Demolition into the field of hire, sales, and rental of equipment. Let's go and take a look around. So Dave, Kent Machines, what is the purpose of Kent Machines? Where did the idea come from?
We've got this yard over in Rootham we're taking on, and we've always wanted to be dealing and selling machines. So we thought, we've got this yard here now, rather than use the yard just as a car park and offices for ourselves, we can make use of it, start selling new machines, is what we're doing.
It's quite a diversification because you are obviously a demolition man.
Sure.
Not many demolition men then jump into the hire and sale of equipment.
Well, it's not much jumping in, it's just something that we've always wanted to do and making use of the site. And we got hold of the JMac dealership and it works with what we want to do. Later on we're going to convert, in the process at the moment now, we're converting or changing the 3-ton machines taking dipper arms off, extra hydraulics on, and putting dedicated shears on them, and concrete munchers, etc., etc. And then we've got dedicated machines we can go out on hire.
Now, you mentioned the word JMac. Why JMac?
Because JMac done what they said it was going to do. We couldn't find another supplier that would supply the machines we wanted when we wanted them. Lots of them said they could, but okay, let's have them, there's the money. Didn't happen. So JMac said we can supply it. I said, okay then, fine, let's have a go. And they turned up.
Why mini excavators and telehandlers? Because it's a pretty competitive market, isn't it?
This is the yard we've got. It suits what we wanted to do. We need to do up to 4-ton machines and these little tiny these 2.5-ton telehandlers, and it suits what we're doing at the moment. It is a competitive market, but there's room for everybody.
You've mentioned dedicated demolition machines. How do you think your fellow demolition men will feel about buying a demolition machine from another demolition man? Good or bad?
Well, it can only be good, can't it? It can only be good. They get in the machine, they don't have to buy it, they can hire it, lease it, whatever they want to do. But they can have a dedicated 2, 3, 4-ton machine, half-ton machine if you wanted to, with a fixed attachment on the end to go and do the job with. They hire it, buy it, lease it, whatever they want to do. Nothing's a problem.
Everybody asks the same question when it comes down to buying machines. What's the backup like? How are you going to be supplying parts and backup? We've got
parts is in Birmingham at the moment. We can have them for next day delivery. We've got a 3-year warranty on the machine. First year is parts and labour. Next 2 years is just parts only.
And the other question that everybody's asking at the moment is stage 5 compliance. The JMacs have actually got Yanmar stage 5 engines.
Yanmar stage 5 engines in them, yep. And the telehandler's got a Perkins in it.
So, I mean, obviously, you're very keen to state that this is a diversification rather than a switching careers. How do you split your time?
We're only a small family firm, remember, you know. My nephew, my daughter, my wife, my niece, we all work together. We're only a small firm, so we work it out between us.
And you've got dedicated sales people on board as well?
And I think you met Keith earlier, he's salesman, yeah.
What are your ambitions for this? Where do you see this going in? Where will Kent Machines be in 5 years' time?
Well, it will be there. It will be everyone will know Kent Machines. Don't understand the question. I don't see the problem. Kent Machines will be there. I know there's a few other small companies out there, but we'll soon run over them, won't we? It's not a problem. We'll do what we say we're going to do. We give you the backup we say we're going to do. We give you 20% buyback, a trading on the machine in 3 years' time or 3,000 hours. We'll do what we say we're going to do.
Just one quick thing as a carry-on from that story. There are a lot of family businesses in the UK demolition sector, but very few of them actually make you feel like part of that family. Kent Demolition and Kent Machines does precisely that. So I wish Dave, his team, and perhaps more importantly, his family, every success with the new venture. I look forward to going back when the machines are actually going out through the door.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but I make no secret of the fact that I am a fan of the Liebherr brand. The company does things right. Its products are always top-notch, and frankly, they are a joy to deal with. So when we heard they had produced a new video on 3 new Generation 8 wheel loaders, well, we just had to take a look.
These 3 are ready. Ready for big, heavy, bulky. Ready for scrap, gravel, or chips. And ready to prove their strength. With more power, more capacity, and increased performance. Suitable for all applications and heavy loads, thanks to the new optimized Z-Bar kinematics, with more power for dynamic operation and fast cycle times, and innovative assistance systems that are ready at the right moment. Because 4 eyes are better than 2. All this with an efficient hydrostatic travel drive with increased engine output for powerful acceleration and more tractive force for maximum productivity. Because these three don't get tired. They stand by your side with 100% power, always and everywhere. Liebherr's mid-sized wheel loaders, ready for anything.
Roll on Balmer in October when we all get to bathe in Liebherr glory once again. There is nothing quite like an overnight bridge demolition to truly test the skills of a demolition contractor. It's an application that requires them to do precisely what they do normally, but they have to do it against the clock. And when it's done well, frankly, it's a joy to watch. That is, or should I say, that was the Braunfels Bridge in Texas.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
It's almost time for the questionably shaped buildings, but first, demolition contractors in Bonnie, Scotland. Lend me your ears, because this one is for you. £5 million of your finest Scottish quids have been set aside for the creation of 7 new apartments and a new commercial unit on a site in Mid-Steeple Quarter of Dumfries. Cubby Construction is thought to be among the companies battling it out for the new build portion of the works, but before they or anyone else can make a start, an existing building on the site requires the attention of a suitably qualified demolition contractor. And at the time of broadcast, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. You can find out more about this project lead and many, many more like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Alternatively, you can call Nigel O'Sullivan on the number at the foot of your screen. He is standing by to take your call. Now, I've thrown things out of order slightly here, so bear with me because I've got to get back to exactly where I need to be. I knew I'd done something wrong when I pressed the button, to be honest. Let's have a look. Okay, let's play this to get us back on track. Now, contrary to popular belief, it is not every day that I receive an email communication from an online retailer of adult toys. But yesterday I received a message from a company called Megapleasure. Yeah, I'm going to do this properly, even though I probably shouldn't. Yeah, that's them. Megapleasure.co.uk if you're interested. And I have to say the email rather piqued my interest, though not for the most obvious reason. Apparently, there have been some people that have seen one of the stadiums built for the Qatar World Cup, and they believe that that stadium resembles a vagina. Here is what that stadium looks like. Now, I'm no expert, and I have been married for more than 30 years. Things might have changed, but I've seen a few vaginas in my time, and I don't remember seeing any that feature a central football pitch or a car park. But I digress. Take that off for a second because there's more to come. Inspired by the supposedly rude shape of this stadium, megapleasure.co.uk went in search of some more questionably shaped buildings from around the world. And since we're feeling a little demel-pappy and frivolous today, I thought I'd share some of them with you. So next up is a German listening station. And I can't help thinking that the architect that designed this kind of made a bit of a tit of himself. Yeah. I'm sure you can all see it exactly the same as I can. I'm going to save the best till last. But before I get to that one, let's take a look at this. What I'm about to show you, now let me have a look. No, I've got the wrong one. Bear with me. If that design there makes you think that the architect made a bit of a boob with his design, then the next one made a bit of a dick of himself. Yes, don't you love that? Now, as I said, I am saving the best to last. But before I get to that, take a look at this one. What I'm about to show you is supposedly a modernist Christmas tree. Is anybody else just seeing a massive butt plug? Ah, dear. Okay, this is the pièce de résistance. The makers of, I say Asahi, my son says Asahi beer, Japanese beer. The makers of that beer wanted to crown their head office with something that suggested the foam that sits atop their apparently delicious beverage. What they ended up with, however, is known to locals as the golden poo. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What were they thinking? Did we miss any? I know there's a photo online of a, bizarrely, and honest, you can look this up. There is a photo online of a house that looks like Hitler. But do you know of any buildings that are of a questionable shape? We'd love to hear from you if you do. Let's get this back serious again, shall we? I need to press a button. Let's press that one.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Now, just a very quick reminder. I won't be here tomorrow and I won't be here on Monday either. I'm planning to spend some time with the family with whom I share a house, but who I rarely see. I'm also planning to do a big recording session to get the CMA Files podcast underway. It's written, it just needs somebody to sit down and read it. This guy. However, to keep my hand in, I am going to be dropping in at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning for a Saturday social show. Given it's the Easter weekend, I may find myself actually just talking to myself, in which case it will be a very short show indeed. But if you can join me, please do. Right, that just about wraps up things for today's show and for this week as well. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. And there is one absolute standout comment that we need to get to. If you can't stick around, please stay safe. Look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. Thanks for watching, and a very, very happy Easter. But if you do have the time, I'll see you on the other side of this.